DJ Jim McCarthy's getting into the whole hip hop.
You can't help but do it, right?
No, it's good. It's got a good beat to it, man.
With the backwards hat.
Yep.
The backwards hat, that's right.
He's going to start beatboxing here in a bit.
It's only because I didn't shower this morning. Is why I'm wearing my hat.
Let's see that beautiful shower hair.
Well, I got to take my heads off. Later, you already saw it. I'm not going to do it on the camera.
All the beautiful people want to see it, though.
Why do we want to scare everybody off right away?
Because
we just started the podcast.
Like, it was just Halloween.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to get this quaff in order, you know?
All right, we're going to quaff some beer. All right. Welcome to the Ales and Tales, everybody. We are off the rails right off the bat, which is how you're supposed to do it if you're going to be drinking beer anyway. Have some fun. Today, we're going to bring you a review. I don't even know where I'm looking. What camera am I looking at?
You are on that one.
Okay. So in case you are new to the show, if you are listening, we also have video on YouTube at the Ales and Tales podcast.
Yes.
If you are watching and you don't want to see this, I get it, especially Jim's hair when he shows that.
I'll show the hair. Maybe I'll show the hair at some point.
We got to get a beer or two in him first.
That's right.
Yeah.
Before he starts taking off clothing.
That's for the subscriber content.
There you go.
Right.
That's
Patreon.
All right, we do have a Patreon account, by the way, but not so you can see that. That's okay. But you can find everything at the alesandtalespodcast.com. Spread the word, like and subscribe. Let people know that there's a bunch of crazy people drinking beer and reviewing it so you can have the good ones, and we'll suffer through the bad ones so you don't have to. Today, we are going to review Mannkind Brewing's Renaissance Pills.
Man, I like that art.
I know.
First of all,
really cool
it's been a while since we've gotten together. What have y'all been enjoying?
A lot of concerts.
Well, I mean, beer-wise.
Oh, a lot of beer at concerts.
Yeah, there you go.
A lot of Bud Lights.
Beer.
The best and finest they have to offer.
What beer do you drink at concerts?
I'll generally go lighter. Look for a lager of some sort normally. Black Abbey the Rose is a lot of places around town. I mean, it's a Belgian blonde, so it's good.
Nice.
Yeah, something to quench the thirst.
Right.
What about you?
I've been drinking a lot of red wine lately.
Yeah, we've been on a wine kick lately, too.
Yeah, switching it up.
What, Cab, Pinot Noir?
Yeah, Pinot Noir. Really any red that's not sweet.
Not sweet, okay.
Yeah.
We've been on like a Voodoo Ranger kick with the fruity IPAs, but I think they've kind of run their course. You know, I feel like
literally and figuratively.
They've kind of like, I mean, they're beyond training wheels, but they're still like beginners, you know. But no, we've really been enjoying Homestyle.
Homestyle's good.
That's a good one.
Mosaic Hop.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, that's Bearded Iris Homestyle, which we have reviewed on this podcast.
Have we?
I really like the double Homestyle.
Yeah, the double Homestyle is good.
Really kicks it home, that extra alcohol.
Yes, need that.
It's that little sweet. It's that touch of sweetness that comes with it as well. It's not quite as dry.
Right.
Yeah. Honestly, any other IPAs are hazy and delicious and fruity, and most of their beers are named after different types of irises too.
Oh, I hadn't realized that.
It's kind of cool. That's kind of like the Living Waters, and all their beers are named after different rivers.
Rivers, waterways. Yeah.
Kind of neat.
Yeah.
I enjoy a good theme. That's pretty cool. You know,
Yeah.
that works.
Well, it takes a lot of creative effort, especially, when you're kind of boxed in, and they'll talk about us, you'd be amazed how many are already used, or, how quick you go through them. Now, luckily, there's a lot of rivers and waterways and everything else in the world, but like Living Waters, if you look at them, they even branch out a little bit. So they'll get into, I think they've got some like the rivers of Lord of the Rings.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny. So like a river, they branched out.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
All right. So you've been doing reds as well, Jim?
Yeah.
Getting
But I
away.
mean, we went to Paso Robles at the beginning of the month.
Ooh, I've always wanted to go there.
Not beginning of October, but beginning of November, but beginning of October. And we had a wine tasting out there. What a sales process. Get them all lubed up and then pitch them.
That's how it works.
Pretty much.
So years ago, I went to the Biltmore Estate, and back before they built this whole new wine tasting facility where there's like 20 different places to try wine and all this stuff, it was just like a bar, one spot, and there was a place to be able to do a wine tour. And they were like, here's the gangplank, there's our winery, ready to drink some wine? Like, that was it. That was their wine tour. It was funny. But I mean, they were pouring like half glasses of wine of each of the ones they wanted you to try. So by the end of it, you were like, I'll take a glass, I'll take a bottle of that one. I mean,
They kept on trying to
holy crap, man.
Getting an education in wine, learning their 2015, 2016, 2017, the dryness of the soils and the progression of how they became less dry over the next couple of years, less drought conditions. So it was really interesting to taste the differences in the years, which I've never had that experience. But towards the end, after 2.5 hours of doing that, now taste this one, our house, blend, and compare it to I'm like, lady, these things are all tasting exactly the flippin' same. There is no differentiating.
My
at this
palate
point.
is gone.
Yeah, it is really gone.
I went to Willamette Valley last August with some friends, and we tried so many Pinot Noirs. I think the one day we sampled 26 different Pinot Noirs.
Oh my gosh!
By the end of it, I'm like, I don't even want to think about Pinot Noir ever again.
Or the next day, probably.
Yeah.
It's not Pinot Noir; it's Pinot No.
It's Pinot.
Drop the IR.
Pinot.
Pinot.
Pinot more, please.
All right. Well, so welcome to the Wine and Dine podcast. We're going. We've been drinking a lot of wine too. Actually, it's pretty funny. The only real beers that I've gone out and tried differently that we've not reviewed, because I do have my regulars that I go to, was that Barrique did release their smoked Marzen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, buddy.
Really?
That's good.
The Rausch beer.
Yes, Rausch beer.
Rock beer.
I like the beer, the IPA they gave us when we were there. That was a limited release.
The triple.
Oh my gosh.
It was
So
fantastic.
Yeah, I've sent a bunch of people their way, and I've gone back a couple times now. It's awesome.
That was awesome.
Speaking of awesome, let's see how this one is. So just so everybody knows, this is Mannkind Brewing. It is a 5.1% Renaissance Pils. It says, crafted by Mannkind for fans. I am not going to say what it says it tastes like yet, because I want everybody to think about that as they drink it, and then we'll come back and see if it lines up with what they say. But I'll have Carly go ahead and
Describe the can art.
go for it.
Okay. We've got Mannkind Brewing, Renaissance Pils. It's actually very beautifully done. The background is white and green kind of flowers with some cherubs, maybe, kind of sleeping.
I didn't notice the cherub.
And then we've got this beautiful, like hand-painted, very Asian-esque snake with these red flowers. And then the Mannkind Brewing logo, which is kind of funny. What did you call it? Art Renaissance?
So it's Michelangelo's Vesuvian Man, but one of his arms is holding a beer to his face rather than being out open, which if you're watching, you can see it. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's right behind, right on the video there.
Yeah.
Good idea. Very thoughtful design.
is.
That was smart. So she's put it up there for those who are watching so you can get a view of that. The music's cracking me up, dude.
Check it out.
The
We got the Renaissance. Turn around to the art. Let's see.
that art is
camera's
killer, man.
Yeah.
It's like
There you go.
it's not a rose. That's like maybe a tea rose or something like that, wrapped around a snake, which is wrapped around a tea
Carnation,
rose.
maybe?
You can see that Carly needs to do her nails. That's for some.
What?
Wow.
Just the one. Don't look.
Did y'all see that bust? Did anybody seen Carly? What?
Hey.
Carly's the one in charge of placing the can on the coaster.
All right, I'm just not going to use this. It's going to be this can.
You had one fingernail blowout, and the rest are.
It kind of looks like you've got, that's on purpose, in a way, your nails.
What?
Yeah, they look good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I thought that was on purpose.
Yeah, I thought you were dissing me.
Welcome to the Ales and Nails podcast.
There you go. Carly's going to have a beer quote for us in a second because I forgot to start with that. But I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit about Mannkind Brewing and open this thing because we can talk while we're drinking beer rather than before we drink.
Getting thirsty.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm parched.
So on Mannkind's Brewing, and it is Mannkind. It says, Mannkind Brewing was founded with one mission in mind, to bring the craft beer culture to a new market, growing a community where guests can broaden their own personal experiences. Founders Casey, and I'm assuming that's Cassie, and Jeremy Mann, hence the name, I guess, Mann, Mannkind, have spent years together traveling and taking in the craft beverage culture with a love not only for craft beer's physical products, but a growing love for the community and friendships that have spawned from these experiences. They have always wanted to share this with others. They feel blessed with the opportunity to provide the residents and visitors of the greater Leland area opportunity to enjoy this experience as well. By the way, that's Leland, North Carolina, which is just outside of Wilmington, North Carolina. For those of you not in the know, opening a brewery that introduces non-craft beer consumers to the wonderful world of flavor and culture while also meeting the expectations of the most scrutinizing palate has been a long-time dream of the couple. After years in planning and countless years of market research, we are excited to be able to provide this very experience to the residents and visitors of the coastal North Carolina and Brunswick County areas. Very young couple. Actually, he looks kind of like one of my cousins, which is kind of funny. But
the description brought to you by
Mike'sToyStore.com. Yeah, can't forget about that.
That's right.
I feel like that was a little out of place.
It's a sponsor.
Oh, wait, I'm sponsoring myself?
That's right.
All right, we really need some
If you don't believe in you, who
Patreon subscribers.
If you don't believe in you, who will?
That's pretty good, actually. Right on. All right, Carly, hit us with a beer quote while we pour some beer.
Okay. Everyone needs to believe in something. I believe I'll have another beer.
Nice.
I believe that's a good call to open that beer and pour some out. Don't hurt a nail.
Let's get the process of belief going. Thank you, sir. For some reason my fat ass can't get out of the chair.
Thank you. That's it. All right.
We'll add more as we go.
Ooh.
So,
We're very wheaty.
Yeah, very clean looking, very crisp looking, bright yellow, not hazy at all.
Go ahead and put that on the
Oh, yeah.
the coaster saucer thing.
The head goes away very quickly.
Here we go.
Got a little 1/4 inch, on the pour and settling
supposed
into
to
a
do
nice lacing.
That's more than a 1/4 inch.
No, the head on the beer, not the beer.
Gotcha. I was about to say,
I've been lying the wrong way.
are you on the metric system?
That's awesome. All right.
So
So,
when he said 3 inches, he meant
So I get hints of, like, this brings me back to my father when he used to
It
drink
smells
Heineken.
like your father?
And when he used to drink Heineken. It reminds me.
that very German style pilsner.
Right.
Yeah,
very clean smelling, little bit of lemony.
maybe some Hallertau hops in there. I don't know if it says what hops they use.
I don't know. We're going to find out here in a minute. A little bit of
It's like acidy, right?
I'm going like Hallertau and
I don't get much
Cascade,
acid.
maybe.
I get lemon. I get
Yeah, lemon.
like
wheat
a
or rye.
citric acid kind of.
Yeah.
Might have a little citra hops in there.
Floral. Lightly floral, but not in a sweet way.
I can't smell much today.
All right. Well, I'm more interested in tasting it anyway, so let's give it a whirl.
Oh yeah, I've already been there. I was thirsty. I didn't even realize I'm like, oh wait,
Nobody saw.
nobody saw, nobody watching.
That's good, straightforward Pilsner.
It is.
Yeah,
Whoa. Okay, so the aftertaste is interesting.
you get a little bit of that kind of dry hay funk. A little bit
So,
funk might be a little bit strong of a word.
yeah, if you've ever eaten like a poblano pepper that's been fire roasted or something like that,
Yeah.
you get that kind of dark bottom of the jowls kind of taste to it, it's no heat, but just like what you would get when you eat a pepper. It's got some of that. But it's good. I like it.
Earthiness. Some of that earthiness.
Yeah, it's good. What's anybody else get? There's some other stuff in there.
Yeah, it's super light and crisp.
Little white pepper,
Yeah, I taste that.
like lemon and white pepper.
But not in a unpleasant or like tongue attacking way.
Oh, I already know what I'm pairing that with. I already know what I want that with.
I definitely get
Like
lemon.
a bratwurst.
I mean, it'd be good with the bratwurst too, but try not to jump straight to that yet.
So, Jim, what do you taste? What do you get?
Similar to what you guys are talking about.
Apparently, we were talking about nothing. What was that? I can love what you guys are talking about.
Crickets.
It was funny because I was just dialing in some camera angles while you were doing all that. So I have to refresh now that you put me on the spot. I don't know. It's like I feel like there's a honey in here of some sort.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get that.
Right? Are you getting that? like a spicy hot honey, jalapeno honey or something.
Oh, that hot honey beer
Right?
we had. Oof.
Yeah.
Are you getting that too?
So you get sweetness right off the bat. Like as soon as it touches your tongue, you get some sweetness. A little bit of lemon, and then it kind of goes into a malty, the pepper finish.
Yeah.
Which it hits the tongue, and then it kind of streams off to the backside of the tongue.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you're getting, the pepper I'm getting, but that also might be complemented in the beginning with the honey. If it's like a hot, spicy honey, maybe that's the pepper. And what was the middle one you said?
Well, maltiness
Maltiness
eating
and lemon.
Lemon. That's
But
at
the
beginning.
rindy lemon.
Yeah.
Not like the body of the lemon.
Yeah, like if you took a lemon and did the
Right.
A little zest.
the zesting of it. Yeah.
Right. The bitter aspect of it.
Yeah, a little more of the pith.
Yeah.
I don't find it to be bitter though.
A little bit bitter. I think it's not too much, but you can go ahead and belch into the mic.
No, I'm just gonna.
He's going to record it for sound effects
Why
later.
wouldn't you?
Yeah. God.
That one brought to you by Jim McCarthy's gut.
That's right.
You were one of the kids that could burp the ABCs when you were young, couldn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. This is a burpy beer. This is a really burpy beer. This is
A
dope.
really burpy beer.
Yeah.
I like it. So they say this American Pilsner is smooth and refreshing with floral notes on the nose. Yep. It is a malt-forward traditional masterpiece, a perfect way to dip your toes into the world of craft beer, channel your inner Renaissance man or woman, and take it.
Point made.
This guy burped. All right, Carly.
Takes you by surprise, right?
Come on, Carly, you're next.
No, it's not. It's not ready yet.
It's brewing. It's still brewing.
Jump up and down or something.
I need to drink more.
That one hit me pretty quick. That was funny.
Abrupt. It
little-
came out of nowhere.
It was
You were like,
surprise.
Surprise.
Zool. So it's interesting. They've got pictures of, they've got a bunch of different stuff going on in this can. There's a green hand. I don't know why it's a green hand. It looks like Frankenstein's hand holding a bottle or a glass of beer. It's got a circle with a beaker, a circle with a hop, a circle with wheat, and a circle with water on it. I mean, they've done a really good job. Whoever's done the art on this did a good job of filling the space.
you said the Frankenstein hand.
Yeah, I don't understand it, but it's
You got to wonder in some of the planning meetings of these things when they're designing cans. It's like the Muppet Show. When you watch some of those episodes, what the hell were they on when they came up with some of these ideas?
Yeah.
So you look at something like that, and you got to wonder, like, hey, you want to put this on there? You know what? Why not?
I mean, they even have one of the on the really cool snake picture, which I really do like. It's very well done. It looks like
Japanese Americana tattoo.
exactly.
Yep.
One of the roses that are coming off to the side, it's blooming, but instead of one of the roses, it's actually got their logo in it.
Oh yeah.
So there's a lot going on this. They've done a good job
Like
with it.
even the text is perfectly fitted to the background design. Like it's not overlapping. Like you can see the cherub in front of the Renaissance pills. Like they're really thoughtful and branding, marketing, 10 out of 10. They did a really good job.
I agree.
Well, okay. Now I'm looking at the actual hand holding the glass. It's almost like it's holding a goblet.
See?
Yeah.
Think of like Indiana Jones and the
Yeah,
Last Crusade.
it's a Pilsner glass.
I'm just trying to figure out why it fits there. Again, I think they were just looking to fill the space, but they did it again. They did it well. The art reminds me a little bit of a more tattooy version of Adroit Theory stuff. You guys remember their wild art?
Heavy metal.
Yeah. But again, I like it. It's cool. It's well done. And I like the beer. I mean, I'll be honest with you. This is very good. I've been on a Pils kick and just any nice light lagers, Pilsners. I don't know. It's been my thing lately.
Yeah.
And it's very well done.
It is.
I like every aspect of the flavor. Nothing is catching me off guard, even though he made a Mike's Honey. Oh, excuse me. Mike, it is burpy.
I tell you.
Yeah. Mike's hot honey reference to that beer we had, the pizza beer.
Yeah, don't compare this beer to that
Exactly.
beer.
I was going to say,
This
I
is
can
too
see
good.
some similarities in what they were trying to go for, but this one I think did it.
I'm
This did it
really
well.
surprised y'all are burping as much as you are because it doesn't taste that carbonated. It's got a very smooth, nice mouthfeel to it.
But it comes up on you right away. Not right away, but abruptly.
Well, apparently you're drinking it too slow. So
Or I might have poured it a little heavier in the glass and helped release some more of the carbonation. Beer tricks.
beer. Yep. Okay, so let's talk about some pairings. What do you got?
So right off the rip, I want either I'm going to butcher the name because I don't speak Italian, the Cacio e Pepe or a carbonara.
Cacio Pepe.
Cacio e Pepe. I want a Cacio e Pepe or a carbonara with this.
Give Mike a chance to correct you, and he will.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, he didn't know how to pronounce it, so I corrected him. It is all good. I like making sure I do it right.
I can hear it and still not say it right. So
It's all good, man.
You want some gabagool with it? too?
Gabagoo, yeah, gabagoo.
No, that's actually Capicola.
Yeah. So I would agree. I think that would work very well. This would go well. It's almost an Italian Pilsner style, right? It has not a lot of sweetness, a little bit of lemoniness.
it's not quite as hoppy as an Italian Pilsner. But no, yeah.
I could see like
Definitely
a
fits that style.
baked ziti or something like that, or lasagna.
Anything that has any kind of marinara or something dark or more bitter to it, I think this would go perfect with because it is bright. It has a brightness.
See, I was
to it.
thinking more of the cream than the marinara. Because, I mean, the carbonara and the cacio e pepe.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I mean, it could work with that as well. I see it working. This is a very.
I'm right,
versatile.
you're wrong, Mike.
That's
Like a
very
pink
functional.
sauce.
That vodka
Sauce
sauce.
be good.
It's a very versatile beer.
It is because I'm like exploring the Italian options. Even just a regular bowl of pasta with really good, bordering somewhat sweet marinara with like amazing meatballs. You know?
This is around lunchtime, by the way, so everybody's going to.
Oh, it's beyond lunchtime.
Ooh, like a pepperoni calzone or something.
I was going to say this is a great pizza beer. This would work perfectly.
I
for
didn't want to
pizza.
say pizza, but because I always say pizza.
It
But
works.
yes,
It's
I
okay.
Yeah,
completely
like
agree.
marinara sauce, like
Yeah.
a little basil,
It's marinara.
marinara.
The first thing I thought of, as soon as I took a sip,
New Jersey.
It's coming up.
Jeez, fellas.
Listen to the quality of that burp.
I'd rather
As it
not.
comes
I'm sure
back
all of
up.
our customers, our Patreon.
If they're our customers, they
I
need
give
to start spending some freaking money.
I
Holy
give it
crap.
6.3
2.
hops out of Pilsner.
As soon as I took a sip, the very first sip I took, I immediately thought of breaded, like fried pork chops,
Okay.
Really?
like a schnitzel or just fried pork chop, breaded pork chop,
My fear
fried chicken.
I fear if I drank this with anything too heavy, I would drink a lot of this
Yeah.
Could easily drink a lot of this.
because it goes down quick and easy. And if you had that big fat buildup where you're 30, you just need something to wash out, I could half that glass be gone each sip.
Now you're making me
And
think
the-
of a
then
nice
on a burger.
pork shoulder,
yeah.
a good like smoked pork shoulder. Fatty.
Spicy food.
Yep.
Spicy food. What about barbecue? I could see barbecue with this. Sweetness and, maybe the sweetness would bring out some of the flavor a little bit more in this. Like a sweet barbecue sauce.
Little
Maybe
cherry,
tangy?
little cherry smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. This is a very
It is.
versatile beer.
I mean, where
this
did you
is-
get it?
So it's from Leland, North Carolina.
Oh, so you brought it in. Okay. So we can't get it around here.
I hope that they're going to do some more distribution and spread it out a bit. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Leland is not a big place, and I don't know
Yeah.
how quickly they're going to grab attention. But I will say that for what they're doing it really, really well.
Find somebody to ship you some.
So what shows have you been seeing, Ben?
Oh, everything, man.
You go out every weekend?
Not every weekend.
Oh.
A lot of weekends. I've looked back, and over the past 2-3 months, it's been about 5 shows a month. September, I think, was
gosh.
9.
Wow.
Been a lot of fun.
I just can't people.
I mean, yeah. Last night was Halloween show for Pigeons playing ping pong. The night before that was Halloween show for Maggie Rose. Last Friday.
Maggie Rose.
She's been around for a while. She's been gaining a lot of popularity. I saw her first time back in
Rich and I had her on his
2015
podcast.
or something.
On
She's got a
the
great
Rich
voice.
Redmond Show, richredmond.com/podcast. Check it out.
Yeah, she has a great voice. Mike Gordon, bassist of Fish, came out and played a couple songs. We got Zombies, Cranberries cover. We got a Down by the Whipping Post cover. Something else I can't think of right now.
Just let her rip.
Friday before that was Sturgill Simpson. That was amazing. He came out at 8 o'clock and he didn't leave the stage till 11:25.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it was something. Of course, the last two nights I was there till they were playing 12:45, 1 o'clock.
Where was this?
Last night was Brooklyn Bowl. The night before was East Side Bowl.
How do you like the sound at Brooklyn Bowl?
Brooklyn Bowl is great sound.
I agree.
Their floorboards are effed.
You know why?
They're probably because they got the wrong floorboards and didn't water protect them.
Because of the bowling.
No. So apparently, a week or two ago, Insane Clown Posse went in, and apparently, after they were done,
The Fago.
there was 1 inch to 2 inches of Fago floating on top of the entire floor. Like they had
What's Fago?
like a
Thank you.
Sunkist.
It's
an
soda.
orange beverage. It's so in the Juggalos,
They shake up these
they're
giant
all about
bottles of it.
Fago.
Oh, so that ruined the floorboards?
Oh yeah. And one of the sound engineers or something like that on the back of the stage got hit by one of the bottles as they were flying. Blood.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Are they going to like sue the clowns or?
I mean, it's the floor. Every board is. I kept thinking, oh, this is a bad spot to stand. There's like a ridge under my foot, and like, no, it's every board.
Take down the clown.
Yeah, that's one
Yeah.
of those things that if I owned the venue, I'd be like, you ain't getting paid a dime. In fact, we're suing.
Coming after for damages.
Yeah, because I mean,
Yeah.
normally the place is fantastic, but
Yeah.
apparently they had to drape a plastic tarp over the soundboard at the back of the room just to help protect it from all the Fago flying everywhere.
Wow.
What kind of idiocy?
How do they allow that?
I don't think
They
whoever
got to know
booked
ahead
them-
of time. I mean, if this is a thing that they do at their shows,
I'm quite certain that whoever the booking agent there was had no
no clue.
flipping clue
Really?
what
How
was
do you
coming.
Just pick a song and listen to it. That's all you got to do.
Or watch any of their shows. Just
Yeah.
if you're going to book somebody, watch their shows.
do a little
See
research.
what's going to come.
you don't
It ain't
anticipate
complicated.
something like that.
Yeah, you do if you watch one of their shows because that's every one of their shows. Normally it's like outside
Gathering
of
the
the
Juggalos.
Fago. Like there's different flavors of it.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
FAYGO.
What the Fago?
What the Fago? I actually really like that.
Thank you.
What the Fago just happened around here?
You know what's funny is that my wife's been calling people dick face lately. I wanted to say that exactly as Mike had the drink in his mouth.
That was awesome, dude. And I could totally see her doing it with her voice. Every bit of it. That's awesome.
My brother and his girlfriend came in over the weekend. We were finally able to meet her for the first time. And all of a sudden, as Courtney, she's like, I don't know, I don't like those people. They're real dick faces. And she kept on using that. Are you on? Is this a new word for you? You know?
So where did it come from? How did this start?
I don't know.
What the Fago?
What movie did you watch? Who did you talk to?
I don't know. I just she just came up with it, and she mentioned it today. She goes, "I've been calling a lot of people dick faces." You have. I agree. It's just do
Something about it resonates with her, It's,
It does have a nice ring to it.
you right?
Hey, dick face.
it's like a dickhead, but much more specific.
That's right. Now let's
Specifically
refine
your
it
face.
down.
I'm just wing for Mike to take another drink so I could drop the next bomb.
No,
Oh yeah.
don't hinder my beer drinking. I can't do it now. Shit. I can't drink a beer.
Come on, go ahead.
Nah.
Go do it.
No, wait.
Go ahead. Do it. Do it.
I'm doing it.
Do it. She used to call people cockface bear.
Say bear.
Cockface bear.
That was like back in the day. You know when Dances with Wolves came out?
Oh
And
yeah.
they had stands with a fist. So we were in our apartment in New Milford, Connecticut, and we were watching TV, and she got like some chips and had the bowl in her left hand and a chip in her right hand and was just watching the show. And I'm on the couch looking at the TV. She's watching the TV, and I see her just, probably maybe 30 seconds went by, and she's just standing there. So I kind of look up at her and I look at the TV and I'm going, Are we going for a new Indian name here? Are you going to be called Stands with a Chip? And she started dying, because that stayed with us the rest of our marriage. We call each other stupid names. And we just went on this tangent of what kind of Native American names will we come up with for each other? And one of them was Cockface Bear. So, because they have a long nose. You Cockface Bear.
Oh, man. All right. I've had,
you can make that into a clip, Carly.
Yes,
Okay.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
I've had runs with scissors or plays with matches, but that's
Stands with a Chip. And Dick Face.
that's our band name now. Is plays with matches.
Plays with matches.
Yeah, playing with matches.
Dead bulbs.
The dead bulbs.
Dead bulbs.
So speaking of funny nicknames, my cousins who are very very northern and aggressive in their approach to conversation.
Because they're from New Jersey?
Michigan.
Oh.
They're just extremely blunt and abrupt and whatever else, and they just have no filter, which is fine. But my stepmom is from Waxhaw, North Carolina, which is very southern.
Right.
Bless her heart.
Right. And they were saying something one day and giving her shit, and she just looked at him and she goes, "Listen, whistle, dick." I was like, "What does that even mean?" She's
That is the greatest expression.
Those are the best zingers, though.
Yeah,
The
it
ones
was
you
like
never
out
hear.
of nowhere. I was like, what?
I don't know if I should be insulted or complimented.
Yeah.
Why is it whistling? I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so
There we go.
back to
Whistling Dixie.
yeah, that's right. It's just without the
Maybe.
C. So what did you pair it with anything?
No, but I was just thinking that it kind of tastes like a baguette. It's very bready.
Is it just because you happen to have had a baguette earlier today that you were carrying around?
Potentially.
Okay.
But no, I did say a pepperoni calzone.
That's you said a few different things, the marinara and whatnot. I think it's a very well-rounded beer. This
It's
would go
great
with
for
most
Italian food.
Yeah.
Or even, like I said, a pork chop. There's a whole variety of foods that can go with this.
things. I would agree. And honestly, it's a beer that's good enough to stand by itself.
Yeah.
Like it does not need anything. I'd be happy just sitting around and having one of these.
I drink multiple.
Except for the
I'm
first.
not a Pilsner guy, and that was fantastic.
Enjoyed it. Yeah. I'm with you. I don't go out of my way to drink them. Because instantly it reminded me of Heineken on the smell, which is good and bad. Good because it reminds me of my father because he loved Heineken and Beck's. But I wasn't a huge fan of Heineken or Beck's. It smells that way, but it doesn't taste that way.
Right. I'm not a fan of either of those.
Right.
This is done very, very well. I would say that if you think of it in terms of what you can do with a beer and how broad you can go with flavors in a beer,
Yeah.
I feel like Pilsners are the true test of a lot of breweries because there's only so much you can do with it. Right. A Pilsner is a Pilsner. It's unlike IPAs. You can get all kind of crazy with all the different types of hops. You can do all kinds of wild flavor. And some are more fruity and tropical, and some are more citrus, and some are more X, Y, and Z. And the same thing with stouts and so many others. There's so many different things you can do with it. But a Pilsner, you really can't mess with a Pilsner too much.
Yeah.
Like it's like if in coffee.
More or less hops, and that's about it.
Right. In the coffee world, a light roast is because you trust in the bean itself to have good flavor. A dark roast covers up the flavors and makes everything more neutral so that you don't actually, you're not relying on the bean flavor itself. This would be the light roast as far as I'm concerned of beers. They have to rely on their process and what they're doing, and they've done it well, which that is why I like to go towards Pilsners a lot of places is to see how good their just simple process
It's
is.
a good litmus test.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Good use
I
of
like
litmus. All right. Ratings. Let's give them ratings and wrap it up.
Okay.
Not being a Pilsner guy, this is fantastic. I'm giving it a solid 9 out of 10. Like I would come back to this and order 2.
There you go. That's the way to do it. Yeah. I'll give it, if that rose bush had 10 had 10 buds on it, 9 of them are going to bloom. I think it's definitely a 9 out of 10.
Nice.
Yeah, I would say 9 flying Fago clown events out of 10.
How was that again?
What the Fago?
They Fago you, huh?
Fago events.
Please tell me you
That's hard
recorded
to
that
say.
little soundbite.
Insane clown.
we have everything
Insane
recorded.
Clown posse.
Yeah, yeah. No, I get it. That was a good tongue twister.
I'm going to say I'll give it a 7. I would, see it in a bar. Pilsner automatically. I don't. My amateur,
Palate.
yes, and perspective doesn't automatically go to a Pilsner. But if I saw this on the menu, I'd be like, oh, I remember that. Let's go check them out again. It would be interesting to see it off the tap.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you never know how much different it's going to be in the can or bottle versus.
But
Yeah,
even
tap
as it kind of aired out, was there any difference that you noticed?
more weediness, more straw hay,
Right.
a little bit more honey. Definitely citrusy, but not overpowering citrus. It's just there in the background, just kind of hanging out.
Yeah.
Right.
I like it. I'd recommend this to anybody. So if you get a chance, folks, Mannkind Brewing in Leland, North Carolina. Oh, watch out for the burps.
What'd y'all
And the Fagos.
What'd y'all have for lunch?
I had nothing.
I had sushi. This would go with
leftover.
sushi too.
Because like Carly and I are fine.
Yeah.
This actually is very similar to a Sapporo. Now that I think about it, even though Sapporo's a rice lover,
They
But
make
it's
great pizza.
Got like a what?
Sbarro.
Oh,
He's saying Sapporo.
Oh, gotcha.
close.
Wait, what? Yeah, Sapporo beer in the ridiculously thick aluminum cans, which is fun.
Whenever I go to New York, that's where I go.
Sbarro's, really? Of all the pizza you could have, that?
Sbarro.
No,
Yeah.
no,
New York City, right in the heart of it. Best pizza you ever have,
no, it's not.
in the heart of it.
He's trying to start a riot.
Obviously,
I love the fact that he just tries to mess with me the whole time. It's great. You just know. All right. So, yeah, again, check out Mannkind. Give us a like, subscribe. Let us know if you've had a chance to try it or if you get a chance to go out there and try it. Do so. And tell them we said we sent
Hey,
it because it's awesome. Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I have no lyrics to Insane Clown Cup. I can't even talk. Screw it. Have a good day.
This is the
Till
first
next
episode.
time. Cheers.
see ya. Salud.
Cheers.
Clink.
Clink.
Blink.